You're right there, MK6 plus save, doing another installment of the Votann, and today, if I can get this in view, the Hekaton Land Fortress. We're going to do an unboxing and a build to see how this honky chonk, as some people know may call it. Um, as I said with the Sagittar, if you've watched the Sagittar video, I do enjoy the sci-fi moon expeditionary vibes this is going for. I really, really do enjoy it. There's a lot of fun to this, and I do enjoy the utilitarian look and design to the Votann, especially in their vehicles. So let's get that one in view. There you go. So a profile shot of it. And similar to the Sagittar, you have one main pilot, and it looks like you have some Ironkin then supporting the driver. Maybe they're supporting the weaponry, for example. So then the driver can concentrate on driving. They're then doing the whole, we'll do the target acquisition for the weaponry, the range weaponry. So you've got variations on here. So you could have ion and bolt uh, rifles for the side sponsons. You then have, by the looks of it, different missile pods that you can have instead of a radar dish somewhere on there. Um, you then have your back rotary gun. Then your main gun can be a beam weapon, a conversion weapon, I believe. Some form of like graviton one, or then the big rail rifle kind of weapon. But yeah, I really do like it. I did say in the Sagittar, I enjoy the utilitarian look to these, where it's like potentially the power cells for powering this vehicle are on the outside. So it's kind of like, oh, it's running a bit low. Let's pull out a fusion cell or something and put a new fresh one in. So let's open this up and have a little look at the sprue. It's a very, I think this is a very chunky amount of sprue in this box. I haven't actually opened up one before, so I don't know what's actually in this. So, instructional manual, let's have a little look. So, nice and straightforward on the back. Yep. So, like they've done in previously, you've got the different weapon profiles, the wound profiles. This is 9th edition rules, not 10th edition. But you've got different missiles, bolt rifles, ion blasters, the different big turret weapons, and then the on the back, um, you know, machine gun of some sort. And then it's going to be quite in depth to build it, but I will give credit where credit's due. The instructions that they give here are really nice and straightforward. Um, and it's in good. It's nicely laid out. In the past, I was an engineer, so I had to design, um, build, um, build briefs. So it's how do parts go together to make said product. And seeing this, it's very nice. It's very well laid out. Uh, Clear instructions of what goes where, indicating that you may want to put on the door first, then put on the rails. That's why the door is closer to the product that you're attaching it onto. Very nice. That's kind of a way of instilling as a subconscious instruction to be like, the closer the item is, that should go in first. Very nice. It'd be interesting to see if there's any way of potentially magnetizing up the missiles, the missile options. I want to see if I can actually get that working or not. Um, Looks like there's potentially you put like a com link thing in instead of the rotary gun, potentially. Now I have found potentially a way of magnetizing up these three main weapons here, so you don't have to be like stuck. The way they're actually glued in, there's hopefully a way of them magnetizing so you can pop them out between your games. You know, you want to try the rail rifle one game, conversion the next, ion another game. You know, spice it up a little bit. There's your ion guy. Sorry, not your ion guy. Your iron kin. So you got one beside your pilot and then one at the back. So they're probably, in my headcanon, they're sharing the load of all the different weapons. Very, very nice. And then, like I said in the Sagittar video, with these clear cockpit parts, you want to glue them on with PVA glue. Pardon me, not plastic glue, or definitely not super glue, because the problem is super glue, if you want to see the inside of the cockpit, it'll frost up the perspex. It'll acrylic, sorry. So let's move this to one side a minute. So this is a big chunky sprue, this is. Very big and chunky. So that's the bottom part. There's the main top part. Side parts, back part there. By the looks of it, if I'm quickly eyeballing it, would go there. You got your missile pods, roll bars of some sort. Very clean, like suspension shock absorbers. Very nicely laid out. Very, very like clear to see where stuff is. I do like that. Now, is this a double sprue? No, this is two separate sprues. Okay, so you got one half, one side, big chunky. Then you have the four little domes that go on the side for the auxiliary like firearms. It'd be interesting to see if you can pressure fit the ion or the bolt rifles into this. Then you got your different main turret guns, the rotary gun at the back, big chunky tires, then your pilot or driver, then you've got the iron kin with different heads I'll show in a minute, the ion rifles by the looks of it. Let's flip it over. You got some nice heads there. So you got female, grizzled male, and then I would say like a RAF pilot looking male bearded up one, which is quite a nice idea. Just give it that variety. Always find the Ironkin like little chicken hands quite funny, but quite nice. So there's that one. And then the final main sprue. So you got more of the big gun, I would say, side doors, big chunky wheels, bolt rifles, and then the other side of the armor plate. Plus, I would say that's maybe the front door. I would say that's potentially the front door. Having a quick eyeball, yeah, that's potentially front door, like hatch, roll bar. Then here's the front portion where you'd have your pilot on. Liking that a lot. Then headlights so you can see where you're going. Yeah, a lot of fine detail. Oh, I didn't realise that. The doors, they're detailed on the inside. So you could, if so inclined, have them somehow designed that you could have them slightly open, maybe? Don't know. That's nice. I like that. Nice little quick touch to put in. And then, last little bit, the cockpit covers. Curious what that little one is for. There's a very, very little acrylic one there. Little domes. That, if I remember correctly, that goes underneath this bit to make it more, cover more of an area. Very, very nice. As I said, PVA glue with that. And then a transfer sheet. Plenty of your vehicle and markings that you can go on, and campaign unit markings you've got. Very, very nice. Bit of a shame that it got dinged up, but it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. But yes, let me put those back in their box. So through the power of editing, I'm going to build this off camera, most likely on stream. I like doing that so I can, share the enjoyment with people. But yes, as I say, power of editing. I'll catch you in a moment with this all built and potentially magnetized up options to swap out the weapons and stuff. But yes, see you in a second. Okay, and now we are back with the built land fortress. Now you may have noticed I've kept some parts off separate. There is a plan behind that. Okay, so let's show you the actual land fortress itself. It's a very, very chunky vehicle, as you can see. It's got, as I said at the beginning, it's got that feel of that like sci-fi, old sci-fi aesthetic. The moon landing types of vehicles. It looks very utilitarian. I do still need to do a little bit of tidy up on some bits, but that's fine. I could do that later on. But this is going to be the interesting part of what do I keep off, for options. And the turret comes separate as well. So I've got a future video coming out of how I've actually magnetized up the 3 different weapons. Really, really happy with that. And these little parts here, for example, these parts here would attach onto the back here for the missile silo option. But then you can also put the scanner array in there or in the back, and then you hide it underneath one of these dome parts. So I need to figure out a way of magnetizing those up. I've kept the head separate for the driver, just to help me with painting. When you've got 3 different heads, I'm kind of liking the look of the one with the glasses, the shades, over his eyes. I do like the look of that, but I do like the aesthetic. I enjoy the aesthetic of the Ironkin, where they're designed to actually have their limbs right in front of them, how they're helping pilot. Do need to sort out that odd mold line there, but it's really, really nice. I've been able to keep parts that should be maneuverable separate. With the side weapons, so let's put those out the way a moment. It does look like they can be friction fitted. A little bit of paint on there will probably make it a very snug fit. So I don't think you need magnets for those. But I was going to say, yeah, some of them are a little bit stiff to move around, but it's still nice that it actually does work. I like that option. There's nothing stopping you from actually gluing it in place. But yeah, I'm going to look forward to painting this one up. It's going to be a little bit of a strange one with my technique of how I actually paint up my Votann using a mixture of slap chop, layering, weathering, sponging, oil washes, all this and all that. So it'll be interesting to see how that translates onto such large, big surfaces. But the whole model, really, really like it. I will go around and tidy up some little bits off camera and figure out a way of getting all these different options here going. But, it will be interesting to see. Maybe I'll have it that there's a magnet in there for the missiles and also the scanning array, and I'll just keep the dome off, but I'll have the door hatch on the side, so it's like the scanning array is always hidden, if that makes sense. So then when it's not in operation, the lid goes down to protect it. That may be an option. But I do hope this has helped you get some inspiration for future, for your future builds of these honker chonks, as some people may call them. But yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It's very much appreciated. Comment down below if you've had similar thought processes, of magnetizing as I'm looking at, and how you had bit fun building it, painting it, and so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm now waffling. I'm taking up more of your time. Thank you so very, very much for watching through to the end. It means the absolute world to me. If you did want to get hold of a land fortress for yourself, there are affiliate links down in the description that will give you them at a discounted rate and a small kickback to me. But anyway, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-ra for now. If you've enjoyed the video and the content on the channel, why not throw a subscribe? And if you do so, don't forget to hit the bell so you'll be notified of all future content coming out. But on top of that, we have YouTube memberships now, starting from as little as £1 a month. All pennies go to supporting the channel, and you get plenty of rewards in the process. Thank you again, and I'll catch you in the next one.